Good morning, Magpie. I hope you're enjoying our new friends as much as we are. It's Monday morning and I've got some time off to make up for some late nights last week. So I've got a couple of new tools that we're going to try in the lead paint room of doom. I've got a nice new scraper that's got a handle, which hopefully will be a little bit easier on my wrists. And we've got just a little low temp heat gun for the places where it's just really resistant. Obviously, with heat guns and lead paint, you've got to be super careful, open all the windows. We've got, respirators, goggles, all that stuff. I'm hoping to only have to use the heat gun on just a few really tricky bits that just won't come off any other way. But we're going to make another effort, at least for a couple of hours, before I've got to roll myself downstairs and actually get to work. And we'll see what we can do. It's a bit of a cloudy day, so I'm also kind of watching out the door just to make sure that it doesn't rain on our laundry, which is another thing I should probably deal with today, is getting a washing machine in. And we've got SGN back to fill in the holes from removing the gas the other day. They didn't knock. I was a little bit bewildered by the noise. Well, it's still not a perfect method, but it definitely comes off faster and in bigger strips, which is good. So I think it's really the combination of some chiseled scrapers. This one with the ball hold definitely gives you more leverage, so you can get a bit deeper. The walls will be a bit gougy, but honestly we'll cover them anyways, so I don't care if we put a few gouges in. The heat gun does help. I wouldn't say it's perfect because I want to be so careful not to actually burn it to a crisp, because if you get the lead too hot, obviously it vaporizes and then it makes you unsafe. And we're not aiming for that. So, there is more to do, but it did get a bunch of the bits on this corner that I just wasn't able to get off. So generally speaking, going very well. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I guess I don't know how committed we are to the bit just yet. Because the paint that was lead, we think is the yellow paint. So, it's kind of that game of how much yellow can be left on the walls before it's dangerous, la la la. Anything we do is going to be better than what it was. We've been recording the whole retrofit, and this is just one piece. We were very excited to get rid of the gas. And I'll be excited not to have a big hole there. And there we go. We will probably have this whole thing repaved over the next, I'd say a few months, but we're broke as fuck. So maybe sometime in the next couple of years, we will get this all repaved so it's not cracked. Because Andy does still want to make a permeable pavement parking spot here like our neighbors have. So it's on the list, but not a today problem. A miracle has happened. The electrician is on his way. We've been trying to get a bunch of things done for weeks and weeks, including the light in this bedroom. We're going to try to get lights in the bathroom because there's no electricity in there, nothing works, so fingers crossed. I might even just have him reconnect the little fan heater that's in there, because I took a very, very cold bath last night, because we still haven't been able to put our sun amp in because unfortunately our installer got quite sick. So we've given him a couple weeks just to fully recover, because we don't want anybody getting sick and, rushing through just to get to us. So hopefully in another week or two, we'll have some decent hot water, because what we have is rubbish. We're going to try to just put the light into the living room and remove the storage heaters today. So we'll see how much of that gets done. Lots of bits and bobs.
obviously this whole video today is kind of just little tiny bits that have happened throughout the week. SGN came back and fixed the holes that they made. Andy's tinkered around in the garden a little bit. I've tried to get to the lead paint. I've just been really busy at work. So, you know, but we don't feel the pressure to put a video out every night. You wouldn't watch it anyways. So let's see what happens today. And tomorrow we are getting a washer dryer installed. It's used, but hopefully it'll be enough to just get us through until the new year when we can get the extension done.
Every time you step on the mint, the whole house just smells like mint.
Yeah, but where is that?
It's all those little plants with the purple flowers right there are mint. They've completely taken over.
Yeah.
And at some point we'll pull some of them out, but actually it amuses us so much we've left them.
I thought that smells really nice, but where is it?
Yeah.
This one here, for sale, brand new, £725.
Oh. Well, if it comes smart in one piece, maybe I'll sell it instead of
That's
giving
what I'm
it
trying
away.
to do, is find the instructions to open it in one piece.
And now the storage heater's gone, so have to do a bit of... Oh, look, it just came right off. Not at all disconcerting. Yay! Well, that was satisfying. The new light is in. I think it's gorgeous. I just absolutely love it. The only downside is because the ceiling isn't quite level, it doesn't sit quite flush because the nut that connects it here, because it doesn't have sort of a deep hole in it, it just kind of only goes as high as it goes. So not ideal, but I think it's beautiful, and we'll see if in the future we can get it to lay a little bit more flush depending on what we have to do to the roof once the heating is in. Oh, I turned the light on and it didn't go on. It definitely worked earlier. Ooh. Ah. Genuinely pretty excited to have a light in the bathroom. Oh my goodness. And do you want to see something else? Ooh. Why did I sit here taking a freezing cold bath last night? There's a heater in here. The bedroom light I like very much. It's the mustardy color that my office will be. It's so bright. So we're definitely gonna have to put this either on a dimmer. Yeah, well, there's no other way. We're just gonna have to put it on a dimmer because my goodness, that is a bright light. We should probably clean this mess up a bit. It may not look like it, but it's much cleaner and it's been swept.
Right, and after an hour and a full steamer tank, we are better. Still not perfect. Didn't get the fiddly bits as well as I was liking. But yes, the thing that made it completely unpleasant was the thing that made it go a bit quicker, and that it very quickly became a sauna, which helped actually steam the ceiling. Still left me covered in scalding water and sweat.
Unfortunately, we had a lot of camera issues today, including losing like an hour of Andy working really hard.
So bright.